Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring, and today is Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you coming by to watch this quick video. I hope it will be helpful for you. I had a good short trade today on MO, which is Altria Group. And if you've been watching these videos in the recent past, you will see that the reason that brings my the reason I have these intraday trades a lot of times stem from the higher time frame. So I'll look at something on a higher time frame, notice that it's running into some kind of resistance or coming into some kind of support, and then I'll switch my time frames to the intraday time frame to take the trade as long as the setup's there. So this is Altria MO on the daily chart. And what I want to bring your attention to is here on the 19th of July. This is an inside bar, and you may have heard about the power of an inside bar. If you have a long, big up move, either up or down, and then you get an indecisive inside bar, it's indecisive, right? Because it wasn't bullish enough to go over the previous day's high. It wasn't bear enough to take out the previous day's low. So it's an indecisive bar, inside bar. What I have noticed over the years is that if you do have an inside bar and you take out and you close or you go above the high of the inside bar, a lot of times it will keep going. Conversely, to the downside, if you have an inside bar, especially at these extended levels, and then you take out the low, I have noticed that in a large majority of the times, if you do that, you are going to continue lower. This inside bar was just kind of the end of the trend. Not saying that's going to happen, but that's what got my attention. Then we go to yesterday. Do you see how yesterday did go below the low of the previous day's inside bar? So that set my bias to the downside on MO. So I was looking for shorts on the shorter time frame on MO. So anyway, inside bar 3 days ago, we took out the low. That set my bias and my opinion that we may be headed to the downside, and therefore I was looking intraday on the 5-minute charts for a trade, a short trade. Well, here we go. A lot of red and blue going on here, but the red box is called an order block. An order block is the highest close that you have before you have a structure change. Or in other words, we take out the swing low. So once we took out that swing low, now this becomes the order block. In addition to that, we also what's called a fair value gap, in this case a bearish fair value gap. And you can see the blue box, this is the bearish fair value gap within the bearish order block. So when that happens, I'm not looking to short down here. What I'm looking for is a check back, a move back up into the order block or the fair value gap. And so it just continued down. Don't want to mess with it down there. Here is where I got short. Back here, 1, 2, 3 bars prior, you can see we tried to go up. We literally touched that fair value gap almost to the penny and came back. Okay. I would expect that to happen, especially after you have this huge structure break to the downside, and then you have the rally back into the bearish fair value gap and the bearish order block. Okay. But I didn't short there. A couple bars, we went up again, and then we failed. Okay, and that's where I got short. Now, as soon as I got short, or as soon as I get short or long, I always place an emergency stop 2 ATRs above my entry if I'm short, or 2 ATRs below my entry if I'm long. So in this case, I got short at 49.35. 2 ATRs above my entry is here at 49.50. So this is worst case scenario. If it moves 2 ATRs, which it shouldn't, but it does sometimes, but only about 5% of the time, then I get out. I know exactly how much I've lost because I took my maximum allowed loss on the trade, divided by the value of the fair value, or of the value of the 2 ATR, And so if it gets there, I know how much I'm going to lose. But that's my emergency stop. My end of bar stop is simply a close above this 200-day moving average, which is the black line. So 2 stops, 2 ATR emergency stop, end of bar stop, close above the 200-day moving average. It's pretty close, giving me a good risk to reward, right? Now, the maximum allowed loss on this trade is 2 ATRs. Therefore, my profit target should be at least twice that. So I usually just go with 4. I took my entry price minus 4 ATRs, and that is my profit target. So one of 4 things is going to happen. 1, I'm going to hit my emergency stop. 2, I'm going to close above my end of bar stop. 3, I'm going to hit my profit target. Or 4, it's the end of the day is going to come and it's just going to end somewhere with a small loss or a small gain, right? It didn't hit any of the major stops. Well, this one worked out well. Like I said, I got in at 49.35, 4 ATR profit target down here, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes later, and look, it went straight down. It went straight down. I'm a big fan of fair value gaps. I'm a big fan of order blocks. They make a lot of sense to me in my trading, and you should learn about them because they are good. And these are the kind of trades where, you know, we've broken structure to the downside, and then when you break structure to the downside and then you have a rally, that's the place I want to short. If you break structure to the upside and has a dip, then I want to get long. But these fair value gaps and the order blocks, they give you a lot of movement, right? They don't just give you like 1 ATR movement. You get a lot of movement, and you can see, I mean, you know, on this one, the facts speak from themselves. It didn't just kind of go down and up and down and up. Once it got there, it came straight down. And of course, if you're long or short, those are the kind of trades that you want to have. So, you know, that was 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. It was about 30 points or 30 cents, sorry, plus 6-1, but not too bad in 20 minutes. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, I really would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. Really would help out the channel. And if you'd like to learn more about my trading, there's 3 options. I have a podcast on the weekend. It's called the Gossett Trading and Mentoring Weekend Review. I go through all the the swing trades, both on the daily time frame and the weekly time frame that I did in the previous week. When I entered, why I entered, where my stops were, where my profit targets are, how the trade is doing. And, you know, and I have more time. I have over an hour to go through. So I think you'll learn a lot there. And then I also talk about the upcoming trades that I'm looking at in the next coming week. I also teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I teach a 15-hour course where I teach you all the trading strategies and setups that I use. I teach you step by step. When you're done with that course, you are going to be a better trader. And really, the best way to learn anything is with your instructor, one-on-one. And I'll teach you everything that I've used and learned over the last 29 years as a full-time trader. So if you're interested in that, my email is in the link of the description. And then lastly, I have a great online course available at udemy.com. The link's in the description. It's very affordable. It's a great course. It's 9.5 hours, and I teach you how to trade the deep dip buy stock trading strategy, which is a great strategy to start with. And so it's super affordable, and you get a lot for your money. So the link's down there. So I appreciate you being here today and watching it and investing your time. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.